Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the cards for the weekend of the 10th and 11th of June. I'm doing weekend ones because I never got a chance to do Thursdays and Fridays. So I am giving you these before I start the weeklies as well. Now, the cards for the weekend are quite interesting, and I feel it's been a theme over this week. We were talking about love, we were talking about what love meant and stuff like that. And I did pull the cards to do on Thursday, and then something happened and I never got a chance to do them. But the card that we got then was the Ace of Cups. So it was all along the same sort of basis. Now, when I'm doing this weekend, the card that I got was the Three of Swords. Now, this is in the reverse position. And what I liked about this, a lot of times I will write notes. I'll get the cards and I'll spend time doing notes. Today I'm not. I'm just, like going blind with them. And what I got with this card, there's a few things coming through with it. Now, the Three of Swords is not a nice card. The Three of Swords is usually talking about heartbreak. It's usually talking about emotional pain, and a very difficult time. But when it's in the reverse position, and especially with this card, I got such a beauty coming through with it. Now, there's a lot of blues in this, and they're quite sort of dark blues. If it's that way, we can see you're sort of in the darkness. But with it being reversed, this is like the light is shining through now. So what I feel with this is, I feel there's been a situation that could have actually caused you pain, quite a difficult situation, recently, that could have caused you pain. But for some reason, this is like, the pain is starting to cease. There's light at the end of the tunnel with it, and it's like you are sort of feeling stronger now as well. Now, when I look at these, when I get this card, it often can mean that there's been three people involved or something like that, because we have the Three Swords. But, if we have a look on the swords here, there's two either side. I mean, they've still got blood on them, but this one that is through the center, this middle one, which could indicate you, if we have a look, there's growth, there's sort of like new life in that, I don't know what that is. I think it's mistletoe or something like that. So that is growing. So it's like, the pain may have hurt you, but it hasn't killed you, Nobody really dies of a broken heart. And what this is, it's, we have these flowers here, these lovely white flowers, which are all about innocence, and purity, and actually sort of being ready to start again, it's new life. And because they are upside down, the blood that has tainted them in the past is starting to drip off. The flowers will stay the same, but gravity is doing its work, and it has taken the pain away from you in the way that it's taken the blood away, in the way that the universe will do its work and take the pain away, So, like I say, I really like this. And then we have this opening in what has been a cloudy time. So with this, I feel that there's been a period of isolation and devastation. It could even be there. But now you are coming out. When the swords are still in that heart, the heart cannot heal. So what we need to do is we need to remove the swords, We need, if we have been heartbroken, if we have gone through a heartbreak, what we need to do is we need to revisit it. We need to sit with it. We need to feel the pain of it. And then we need to take the pain away. And this is when we can be pain-free. And this is when we begin again and have this purity and this loveliness, And like I say, this strength, because it's, it is growing. They're saying there, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you are still alive, you got through it. So like I say, this is a really, really positive card, I feel. And I just feel there's like, I feel this is something like monumental, something sort of, it's like destiny has a bit of a hand at play with this card, I think, because I'm seeing it's like something is coming from the heavens that is going to brighten up your world again. Now, like I say, we have spoke about love, this week, and I think we've seen all of the aspects of it. It can be painful, it can be beautiful, but these are all cycles that we need to go through. And the other card that I got is the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel. And this is it, and like I say, when we talk about love, or when we talk about life, it is constantly changing. Nothing stays the same. We can be having a fabulous, fabulous moment, or a fabulous month, or a fabulous week, or whatever. But it is going to change, because we cannot keep things the same as what they were. And often when we try to do this, this is when we cause ourselves uncomfortableness, when we cause discord, because we cling on to something because we fear it going, and all this does, it's going to change anyway. Everything does. This is life. Within the life cycle, it's sort of, it's birth, it's life, it's sort of then, it's, what's the word? I've completely forgot the word. Decay, and then death, and then birth again, and regeneration. So this is it, and we will constantly keep evolving within this journey that we call life. This is, we cannot stop it. This is what we were born to do. And if we have a look in this card, it has all the seasons within that wheel. Now, when I pulled this card, I heard the song Turn, Turn, Turn by the Birds, and it's lovely. So it's been like sort of, it's playing away in my head there, But within this, if we have a look, it's, it could be you sitting there, or it could be Mother Nature. And this is saying that, we will have these cycles within life. Things will go good, they will go bad. But what we need to do is we need to just go with them. We cannot stop them. Okay, we cannot stop change. When we have pain like this is our time and our opportunity to grow. Okay? And we have done the growing now. This is it. It's like we have done what we needed to do to heal from this past situation. And now it is time to step into this lovely meadow again. Now, if we have a look, there's all these flowers in bloom. So this is the start of something again. But we also have poppies there, and poppies signify bloodshed. Poppies were, are meant to signify those lost in battle. So this is it. You've been in the wars, as my mum would say. But the clouds have parted, and you can see there. There is a way to go now, and this is saying that there is changes coming within your life. These might be unexpected changes as well, and we've mentioned this week. I mean, this could be somebody new coming into your life. This could be somebody coming back into your life as well, because it's like sometimes you need this period of growth in order to find out who you are, And like I say, there's a lot of blossom within this. There's a real, it's like she's on tiptoes there as well. So this could be like a little, like sort of softly sort of approach as well. But it's like the passings of time have gone. Okay, it's like, I don't know. This is a cycle. I don't know. This could even be a year. Okay, because it's like in here we have the sort of autumn, winter, spring, summer. So it's like, there's been a passing of time. There's been a cycle of time gone. And now this is the time where there is openings coming as well. So like I say, this is a beautiful, beautiful card. The Osho cards that we have with this is going with the flow. And this is it. When you flow, okay, when you flow with life, even if you're coming up against obstacles, you will eventually find a way around them. And what it does is that helps you to stay calm amidst any storm that you are enduring, So this is saying, just go with the flow. If you haven't been doing that, then do it. This is when things will get a lot easier, because this card is also, with it having the colours like this, the blues and the greens, this is all about healing, and it's all about healing the heart chakra as well, So it's like I say, if you are constantly trying to resist change or whatever, because sometimes this card may mean that you are still stuck in this pain, okay? I don't feel it does today, but sometimes it can. And if you are resisting and you are constantly trying to swim upstream, you are going to get knackered, you are going to get worn out, and you're going to give in eventually, because what we are resisting actually persists in our life. So if you don't like the changes that have happened or whatever, just relax into them, embrace them, surrender to them, and you will find that you will then be carried where you need to go. We can't hold back, from that flow of the water. We can't hold back from the changes of the universe. It's impossible, and if we try, it takes all of our energy. And a lot of times it's because we're fighting for something that we don't even need in our life, or we're fighting for something that we're told we should have. This is the life you should have, So we constantly have this fight to try and have that life and to try and fit in and to try and, find the happiness within that, whereas that is never where we're going to find our happiness, So when we go with the flow, the universe knows where to take us. This is what it does, It will take us where we need to be, which isn't always where we want to be, or where we're told that we should be. So like I say, this is about just surrendering. It's always like water. I love it. I love water. And when you just submerge yourself in the water and you just become weightless, we've had it this week. We've had the King and Queen of Cups. We've had a lot of water within this week's readings. So this is all about emotions. I feel this is where it's coming from, and then we have creativity, and this is it, go with the flow and embrace your creativity. This is when you will actually start to see, that life is blooming again. Life is full of colour. If we have a look at these two cards, one is colourful and beautiful, and one is dark and dreary. It's sort of cutting, it's icy, there's no warmth in that. When we embrace life and when we embrace our creativity, like this card is saying, when we sing, when we paint, when we dance to the rhythm of life, this is when we come alive again, and as we've said before, them swords didn't kill us. They may have hurt us, but they have taught us a big lesson. So this is a time now to go back to being young again, to heal yourself through creativity, to heal yourself through art, and that is your art. Everybody's art is different, but it's what is it you do? If we look in this card, she has the stars in her hair, this is all of our dreams. Our dreams have come back. Our dreams couldn't exist in that place because it was dark. She couldn't see them. She couldn't, there was no stars to light her way there. Here there is, the stars are all back. We have the rainbow up here. This is your wishes can come true, This is what it is. We have the lotus flower again. The lotus flower has been significant this week. And this is the strength that you have endured through your hard times. And you now know what it is, that you need to embrace in order to have this fulfilling and happy life, All of the colours within this are all colours of the chakras. So this is about being in alignment. Now, when we embrace our creative side, it's sort of like a meditative state. We go back into it. I've just said to somebody this morning, I really miss getting my hands dirty. I used to be an artist, and I used to sculpt, and I used to paint, and I used to make things and stuff like that. And I loved it because I'm doing something, when you're creating, this is when you get this buzz, because what you're doing when you're creating is you are helping the universe along, and you are singing the same song as the universe, you are in harmony with this, this is what you're doing, you and the universe are sort of forming these perfect harmonies. And this is when you let your soul free, and your soul is creative. It doesn't matter whether, you're sitting there and you're accountant or whatever. When you were a child, you were creative. You would draw, you would paint, you would sing, you would dance, and that is because you were free. Look at the restrictions around you that are stopping you from being free, that are stopping you from hearing this song of the universe and hearing your song and singing along with it. Life is we're meant to dance with the rhythm of life, We're not meant to turn the sound down. What happened? You think if you were listening to music when you were a kid and your parents would shout, turn that down, you just go, oh, shut up, it's better loud. And that's it. Life is better lived loud and colourful. That is when you can truly, truly embrace life. So this is what's coming in. It's a fabulous, fabulous card, and the funny thing is with this is that is a 3 as well, you know. But I feel within this, it's sort of your mind, body, and spirit are in unison now. You know, there's not the pain that there was there. This is, you know, you've got through that, and you've got through, because you've got through that stronger. You are now ready to embrace what you didn't have there. You are ready to bring this color into your world, you know, and you are ready to feel good because you are now not feeling pain. When you are feeling pain, it is very hard to feel good. It is very hard to feel creative. It is very hard to feel positive. Okay, so now this pain is being pushed aside, and this is making way for play. You know, this is it. It's fun. This is what we're meant to do, you know. We are meant to play. You know, never ever grow up and be Peter Pan. You know, when you grow up, this is how many people, you know, sort of grow up and become grumpy. And it's like, how did that happen? You know, you don't grow old, you know, you don't just stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing, you know. I know people that are in their 80s and 90s and they're still having wonderful, amazing lives. I spoke to a beautiful client the other day. And yes, Jennifer, it's you I'm talking about. And I just loved Jennifer's energy. I was buzzing by the time I came off the phone to her, you know. She has such a spark and a beautiful sort of, I don't know, a beautiful way of looking at life and a story and all of that. And she's creative. And you know what? That is what inspires me, you know. And this is it, you know, inspire yourself. Be inspired. Because when you are inspired, then anything can happen. The impossible can become possible. And this is it. You've had the pain. You don't want to go back there now. You want the fun. You want the colour. You know, and this is what is happening. The changes are coming to bring this back to you. Now, the Colette Baron Reid card here, this is time to go. But again, this is in the protection position, you know, and this is saying that something where you may have thought all was lost, you know, it's not. Something is about to resurface again. It's like coming round on the wheel. Now, I have mentioned this week, you know, reunions and things like that. Something that you thought was over is about to come back here as well. And it's saying you cannot stop it or you cannot force it. Destiny is in charge here, you know, and it's saying just surrender to it. You know, you're not going to lose anything, you know, you're not going to lose anything with this. Your soul knows that you are now sort of, you know, you're now listening. So now the time is right. So like I say, something that you thought you'd reached the end of the line with, that had gone, that has lost, something you may have been pining over or something like that, you know, it's like I say, it could come back. Because this is talking about synchronicity and it's talking about self-doubt as well, you know, like sort of when we think, all right, okay, that's, you know, that's something I've lost, and we grieve for it, and that's when we can have this pain. But, you know, this is saying it's not. I feel that within your grieving, you have been growing, so you are now at a point where you are about to be presented with something again, you know, and you know, a chance to do it differently. This is what I feel with this. So this is talking about, you know, having faith. It's talking about there probably will be bumps in the road again, because that is life, you know. We're never on a smooth surface all the time. But this is saying that things are falling into place now. We've had this cycle, you know. We've had this cycle, and now, you know, this is when there is openings, and this is when I feel there is happiness and contentment at the end of it. So I hope that made sense. Sorry, it was just a small one there. I've just sort of whizzed through them there this morning because I do have a lot to do, but I did want it to give you something. But please let me know if they resonated with you at all, you know, because I love them. There's such a lovely card coming through with it, lovely feeling coming through with this. And it's a bit like I say, the way the world is at the moment, you know, and those of you in the UK, this election, and people are like, well, what's happening now? You know, and what's happening now is we have made a huge shift You know, we have made a difference, and this is just going to continue, you know. So like I say, this card, you know, it's like this card, you know, something that you thought wasn't going to happen could happen now. You know, there might be a little bit more patience needed, but that wheel of fortune is turning, and it's now actually turning in your favor as well. I'm just looking there. It looks like I've got a flower in my ear, doesn't it? The flowers are behind me. I haven't, but maybe I will. Maybe I will. What's the Led Zeppelin? You know, there's a girl out. Somebody told me there's a girl out there with love in her eyes and flowers in her hair. Maybe I might wear a flower today. You know, it wouldn't be the first time. But right, okay. So I hope you like those cards. I hope they resonated with you. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my Facebook or via my website. There is a new booking system on now, which is so much easier. If you go to the website, click on what type of reading that you want. It will take you to a booking schedule. You put your time zone in, so it's not all different emails back and forth from us. You will see my availability, and then you take straight through to payment, and then it arrives on my calendar. So I'm all excited with that. It is saving me a lot of time, and then the time that I'm saving, I can be doing readings, and I can be doing more videos for you as well. I'm going to try and find out this week how I can get the live videos done so that I can go live on YouTube. I know I've been promising, but I've tried. I really, really have tried, and I can't seem to do it. I'm a bit of a technophobe, I think, you know, but I will get there in the end, because I never ever break a promise, you know. I never make one if I can't keep one, and I did promise you, so I promise I will. I just don't know when. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous weekend. The weeklies will be up shortly, and I will remember to do Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Scorpio. I'm going to do you first because last week I didn't get the time. Okay, so have an absolutely fantastic weekend, and I'm sending lots of love. Sat Nam.